Pacific side, they're actually really nice.
Ooh. Hi, Celeste Reacts. In today's video, we're going to see what lives in the middle of the ocean. So let's get into it. And don't forget to subscribe to Celeste Reacts. And you guys, stay tuned because we're going to see what's in this ocean.
So many fish around, you can literally drop down bare hooks. It's as automatic as that. How crazy is that? I mean, that's how good the fishing is here. And there comes 3. Instant. Oh, now 2.
Now that we've got our bait, it's time to start the search. And just seconds later, I hooked up to a crazy looking fish.
Fish on! Big fish too. Oh yeah. Good fish. Huh. Still there. It's just weight now. Weird. Let's see what this guy is. He's trying to pull down into the ground. Maybe a grouper or snapper. Oh yeah, one of my favorite fish in the whole world. Look at this guy. Big old Pargo. I told you that was a snapper. He was pulling straight down. He was not doing those heavy runs. So how awesome is that? Look at this. One of my absolute favorite fish in the entire world. Somewhere you do not want to put your fingers is in that mouth. I'll tell you what. That's a bad place to be. That's why they get the name dog snapper. Look at those teeth right there on that cubera. That is a menacing sucker. One finger in there and you're very sorry. There's a reason they call these guys snappers.
Wow, did you guys see that first fish that he caught? I would have been so afraid, but it was very amazing. And I'm like, oh my gosh, but that was a big fish and it was red. And then he explained how it reacted. Oh my God, that was a big fish. I think I would have lost my mind if I caught a fish like that or see it in front of me like that. That was a big red fish. Oh my gosh.
They'll snap up anything in their path. Insane inshore fishery. All right, let's send him on his way. See you, buddy. Here's an interesting fact about those Pargo, and in fact about pretty much all fish, is red is the first color to disappear at depth. The sea ocean actually filters out the red light. So on the surface, that fish is a brilliant red color. He's amazing to look at. But believe it or not, underwater, that guy is a dull brown and blends in perfectly with the...
It's amazing to how he went specific detail about the fish changing colors, that under the sea, it can change color to brown. And then when it comes towards the top, it changes colors to red. And that's amazing. That fish is really amazing.
Reef. He has unbelievable camouflage, but when he comes up here, he absolutely pops, which is just a really cool little tidbit.
And just as we were moving offshore, we caught one of the fish I was desperate to find.
There we go. Let's see what we got here. All right, look at that. Another species for today. Beautiful. One of the meanest fish in the ocean. We've caught 2 big biters in a row here. Everybody knows barracuda. Nothing unusual here. These guys make fantastic shark bait because they're oily, they're smelly. And on this side, on the Pacific side, they're actually really nice.
Woo! See how the fish just jumped out his hand? I would have been scared. I'm like, oh no, I don't want to touch that. He said it's called a barracuda. That's an interesting fish. It's very slim, and you guys, oh my gosh, I can't explain the talk, but fishes is one of, I don't know why I'm scared of fish, or I'm scared of that type of species because you don't never know.
Table fare, you can eat them, and they don't have ciguatera like they do in the Caribbean, but we're not going to eat this little guy. If we're going to keep a fish today, it's going to be something big, something really tasty, maybe later on, but look at how cool these Pacific barracuda are. Kind of crazy to think, if you look at the size of this barracuda we caught, look at the size of the bait that we caught it on. That blue runner is about the size of the head of this barracuda, and it just shows you how insanely aggressive these guys are. And if you think the cubera had teeth, just look at the mean mug on this guy. So don't want to keep them out too long. I think barracuda are so cool. They're like the missiles of the ocean. They're mean as anything. He would be a good eater, but if we're going to eat something, it's going to be something big. So let's send this guy back home. Here he goes, back into the ocean. See you, bud. Woo!
With inshore fishing being a success, I'm headed out further into the blue to our next spot. And you will never guess what we saw along the way.
Look at this. Holy smokes, you want to talk about crazy things to see offshore? This is insane. Look at this. Tiny, tiny little green sea turtle. Look at that. He was just hanging out in the weed mass here. He's perfectly alive. That is a fresh hatched baby sea turtle. It's one thing to find sea turtles hatching out of a nest. It's another thing to find them 20 miles offshore like this. Look at that. What are the odds of that? I mean, that is absolutely wild. You can still see his umbilical scars. That's how young he is. See that tiny little button right there? That's from where his umbilical would have been attached to the yolk sac in the sand. So, I mean, this guy is literally like days old.
Wow, that is so tiny. It was like that size. Like, oh my gosh, that's really nice. And he saved the little turtle because the turtle could have been eaten. So, but that's amazing. That's a tiny little turtle I have seen turtles, but not that small. Wow. I have like seen like the original size, and I have seen ones that's big, but I haven't seen a turtle in a long time. So wow, that's amazing about seeing a little baby turtle. And you learn so much about different species. I didn't know they had a ability to court. I didn't know that. So, I'm not into wildlife creatures, but that's amazing. So, I like that. Oh, he's cute, though.
And just as we picked this little guy up, we noticed something that would have instantly ended his life.
Oh, right here. Look at that. Little Dorados. Wow. All right, so we've moved a little bit here from our green sea turtle. I think we literally just saved this guy's life because that school of Dorado was hanging out right where this guy was, and that's a perfect bite size. So we're going to move him right over here. Right where there's some weed that you can blend in.
Sorry.
Let the little guy go. See you, buddy. Look, there he goes. Look at that. How cute is that? And you can see there, he's going to head over there. He's going to blend in with the sticks, and hopefully he doesn't get munched by a Dorado. What's really crazy is those guys' likelihood of survival, their chances of making it to adulthood are something like 1 in 1,000. So hopefully one day that guy grows up to be a big adult healthy sea turtle. But there he is, hidden back in the flotsam. Let's keep looking for more creatures. Look at all the bait here. There, watch. Here he goes, he's gonna hit it, hit it. Big one too. Oh, sea snake right there too, holy sh**. Look at this is so cool. This is an animal, look, there he is right there. A creature I've wanted to see literally my entire life, yellow belly sea snake. I think I'm gonna jump in and catch him. Okay, so this is very, very exciting.
No.
Going down deeper, hurry up.
I see him.
You think I would jump in the ocean like that? Wow, that's amazing. But I would be petrified. Like, you don't know what's in the ocean, you don't know, what's out there, what's looking at you to be bait. So I would not have jumped in that ocean at all to show you on camera. I'm good. That's not my type of lifestyle. I'm good.
Didn't get him. Still there, I can see him. He's just like 100 feet down. So really bummed. I dove in there and tried to scoop, and he went in the net, but then bumped the net with his nose and shot back out because there's sort of such a shallow little net and not something I was expecting to catch. And if you grab onto that, it's a highly venomous sea snake, so he would have bitten me and I would be no more. So real bummer. So I wanted to see one of those my whole life, and I did get to see it, so that part's awesome, but didn't get to catch it, unfortunately.
We've already caught a crazy diverse amount of animals, but I'm still looking for a fish that's prized around the world, and the extremely rare venomous sea snake. So I kept heading offshore and came across an unbelievable sight.
Oh my god, this is so crazy. Check this out. So we just pulled up on this log, and it's absolutely insane. Yellowfin just boiling like crazy. So we're taking some of our bait fish here, and we're gonna feed them, if I can catch them, to these tuna. Watch this, ready? Boom!
Wow, did you guys see that? It just jumped out the ocean and grabbed it. I'm gonna get my food. Wow, that's amazing. It's beautiful to see that too, but also scary. Because I didn't watch Jaws and all these other movies they used to show on sci-fi. If you're a sci-fi fanatic, I just remember seeing all those different types of movies. So yeah, I'm good.
So there's a log out here that's congregated a ton of bait fish. And as you can see, the spotted dolphin are feeding on it, the frigate are feeding on it, and the yellowfin tuna are feeding like crazy on it. So I'm injuring the blue runner, the bait we caught earlier today, and throwing them in. And just watch, boom, look at that yellowfin just sitting right there.
With all this action, I quickly grabbed my spear gun in the hopes of getting a giant yellowfin tuna. But just as I hopped into the water, this feeding frenzy disappeared as quickly as it showed up. I dove deeper in the hopes of finding one of the giant tuna that were jumping just seconds before, but they were already long gone.
Absolutely awesome to be way out here in the deep where this underwater mountain comes up to 1,000 feet and all these fish congregate. I was hoping we'd run into a big game fish in the water, but all we saw were tons and tons of little football tuna, some rainbow runners.
Even though I wasn't able to get the giant fish I wanted here, I bet if I cast into one of the bait bowls, I'm sure to hook up quick. And thanks to the Zancudo Lodge fishing crew, finding another bait ball was not hard. And on my first cast, I hooked up in 3, 2, 1. Oh, there we go! Come on! Woo-hoo-hoo-hoo!
Oh. We found some spotted dolphins, threw the popper in, literally 1 pop, 2 pops, boom, big blow up. Yellowfin tuna for sure, and it's starting to submarine, but luckily this rod has some backbone so we can give it some oomph. But yeah, we're definitely hooked up to a nice fish there. That was awesome. So we came out here, saw these spotted dolphin, and in Costa Rica in particular, in this area, the yellowfin travel with the dolphin, they co-feed. So what that means is the dolphin will round up the bait, or rather the tuna will round up the bait. Oh, big head shakes. And then the dolphin will come in and eat it. So threw this popper out, which is a loud, noisy surface lure, right in front of the dolphin. And sure enough, a tuna came in and assumed that it was a bait fish that a dolphin had chased around and absolutely smoked it. But feels like a pretty big fish too. So this is pretty awesome. It just shows you out here, we're not even that far out yet. There's a lot of life in the deep blue. There he is. Nice fish. Ah, so look at this big, beautiful yellowfin tuna, one of the most incredible fish in the ocean, a fast-growing, as we all know, delicious species of tuna that I'm so thrilled to be catching. So it's sushi for dinner tonight, and this is just one of the amazing creatures that you can find here at Zancudo in Costa Rica. We're here to get as many good species as we can.
And although these fish are cool, I still have 2 species on my list that have evaded my search so far.
Wow, that was really amazing and great to see the different fishes and to, learn about the wildlife and everything that's in the ocean. But that won't be me. I have panic attacks too much, but I really enjoyed it. If you guys really love this video of me reacting to wildlife, this is also by Forrest Galante. If you guys want to do more reaction videos from this content creator, you guys know what to do. Get this video up to 200 views, and we'll do a part 2 to this one. And yes, thank you guys for tuning in for Celeste Reacts. So if you want me to react to other videos, please comment down below. It can be music videos or controversy, drama, whatever's going on in the world, we can comment and do a commentary on. So don't forget to subscribe, and thank you so much, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Ciao.